So it's Sunday morning, and the three of us, that's Hanshi and that's QiMen. Oh wait, let's not forget the two boys.
So there's 5 of us.
Yeah, there's 5 of us. We're out walking at the waterway. So we decided to talk about karma today because it was a topic that came up. There are many types of karma, obviously. There is the future karma, which is your next life. But since we have no control over that, we don't talk about that. Then there is the past life karma. We also have no control about that, so don't waste time on that. But if, in summary, what you did in your past life is what results in who you are today, your station in life today, supposedly, according to the theories of karma. Now, whenever we talk karma, we are talking of, in astrology, we talk about result, because karma is a Sanskrit word that means result. But understand that there are some people who intermix religion with the science. So when they talk about karma, they could very well be talking about those Buddhist references to karma, as per what most people are used to. But understand that when I talk karma, I'm talking about results. Having said that, let's venture off sidetrack a little bit, okay? We were talking about how much fun we had in Japan in our own trips in the previous years, and we were talking about the type of food or dietary restrictions we would face if we were to go on a trip together. So then we started talking about how QiMen was telling us about how she saw how the unagi was prepared. The fish was taken out and a nail goes into its head and it dies immediately. So for that reason, she doesn't eat eel. Now, from a karmic perspective, it's okay. Because why? The fish died instantly. There is no prolonged pain or suffering. It died instant. Now, then another point of contention is that animals were born for food consumption. Now, Hanshi, you see, in some countries, in Singapore, these little buggers are kings. Yeah, they are little kings and queens here in Singapore. But if they were in Korea or in China, they're food. Seriously. Now, the thing about karma is that when I was in Bali for a while, in their culture, if they honor a guest, they will kill their prize chicken for you. No kidding, they'll kill their prize pet for you. And they'll make chicken curry out of it. So, should you or should you not eat it? From a Buddhist karmic point of view, you don't eat it. Because the animal died because of you. The karmic backlash is very strong. Okay? So, I'm Buddhist, but I eat chicken, I eat meat, I eat beef. Yeah? Because there are different perspectives on all this, but there are also some links that I shared on my personal page about consuming meat and Buddhism. Number 1, the animal died. Don't let it die for nothing. You can only hope that it died a painless and fast death. Number 2, if it bothers you so much, be vegetarian. If you're not solid enough or convicted enough or convinced enough to adopt a vegetarian diet, then don't bitch about people eating meat, because you are also eating meat. So don't bitch about people eating dogs in Korea when you yourself are also eating meat here in Singapore. Okay? It has to be one rule applicable to all. Now, what about those little restaurants that you go into? You look at the fish and you go, oh, I want this one. I would like it fried with ginger and soy sauce and whatnot. I don't eat that kind of food. I don't, because the karmic backlash is quite, from a Buddhist point of view, is quite a strong backlash. But if the animal already died and then it was taken to be cooked and served to you, that's fine, because you didn't have a part to play in his death. You understand? But your karmic role in all this, in eating a fish that was already dead, right, and cooked for you, right, is only limited to that portion. So you are responsible only for your part of the karma. Now, what about those, like in Japan, for example, There are some places where they fillet the fish alive. That means the fish is still alive. They remove the flesh from the fish while it is still alive. Or even in Chinese cooking, we have the what? Drunken prawns. Yeah. I don't consume that because the prawn is basically still alive. Yeah. And then you have, in Singapore, you have the type of fish where there's a dish where the fish is still alive and it's put into the hot soup to cook or be cooked. I don't do that. You talk about crabs. I don't eat crabs because I don't like the way they're cute. I think the process goes something like they must be frozen in the freezer first, and then you poke a chopstick through the stomach or something like that. I don't eat all that. So that is why. I mean, you are what you eat, yeah. So the immediate karma or backlash, because karma, there's always the immediate and the future. Always, it's always two-pronged. So the immediate backlash for karma from eating too much bad foods is health issues. Like processed foods, those are not foods, it's just convenience foods, yeah. Now, if you talk about the backlash from the future backlash from eating all this, you know, I have two schools of thought lah. One is just it is what it is law, right? Because even if you have a vegetarian diet, there are also pros and cons. If you're a vegetarian, then most likely you will suffer at some point a vitamin B deficiency, which can be easily fixed with a daily consumption of zinc. But most people are not aware of this, so they fall sick, and then they suffer a B deficiency, and then what do they say? Oh, it's your karma because you don't eat meat. Everything you do is going to have karma in life. Whether you're a vegetarian or you're a meat eater or a seafood eater, every food you consume, there is karma. Everything you do, there is karma. Everything you don't do, there is karma. So it is what it is, lor. You understand? Because in life, 人生病老啊, you are born, you grow old, you have some sickness, you die. Finish. End of story. So it's a matter of when you fall sick and what kind of sick and how bad is the sick. So why talk about karma if there's nothing we can do about it, if it is what it is? It is about making informed choices. That's it. Life is about making informed choices. Because there's no right, no wrong, there's no perfect formula. There is no... the moment you're breathing, you're here to clear karma. It's either you're clearing your own karma, or you're clearing collective karma, or you're clearing world karma. You are clearing karma. Every second you are breathing, you are clearing karma. Okay, so some people say, oh, if I do good now, then my next life will be better. Yes, maybe. But sometimes you do good now, your immediate tomorrow is already better, or your immediate next 1 hour is already better. Okay, you don't believe me? Here's an example. Have you ever had moments when, someone says something and it pisses you off, and your first reaction is to let rip a string of words, right? But because you don't want to fight, so you're just going, I don't understand what you mean. Now that's a very tentative attempt to achieve understanding. But by that tentative attempt, the other party then sees that, she's not angry with me, but she's just trying to understand. Then problem solved. Relationship still intact, everything's still good. But if you were to blow your top and immediately attack the other person, immediately your next 1 hour you will experience the karma. Correct or not? So karma is just, it is what it is. That's it. So in life, it's about making informed choices and always choosing the route of lesser evil. That's it. If it doesn't hurt you, if it doesn't kill you, if you don't have to chop off your arm and leg to help someone, just help lah. It doesn't cost you a thing, right? And we're all here to help each other in life, ma. Whether you are multi-billionaire or you're poor as a church mouse, you will die one day. And when you die, you either get buried in the most expensive coffin or the cheapest carton box. Either way, your body is going to get burned. So what's the big deal, right? So just help each other out and generate karma, good karma for yourself. Earn karmic brownie points. That's life. That's it. No big rocket science there. It's just life. Okay? So have a great week, guys. We are probably going to continue our walk. We'll probably go all the way to Coney Island. After all, the boys have got 3 willing slaves here to push their their primes around. Okay. So have a great week. I'll see you on Monday.